Hi, thanks for joining me. So I'm just going to do a video here talking about Blitz. This is mostly for the sake of my alliance, but this is going to apply to anybody who's just trying to learn how to play Blitz. I just want to make sure everyone is on the same page about the what you can get from playing Blitz and sort of how to navigate the Blitz tiers, because I found it really confusing when I first started. So right now we're doing a Night Nurse Blitz. I'm not super excited about this. She's not, a super relevant character, it seems like these days, but I am a pretty new player. I do not have her maxed out at 7 stars, so I will take any, stars that you want to give me. Um, so, if you go into the Blitz here, you can see I'm currently on tier 4, right? And I have a whole bunch of teams set up. You're going to want to, I think, set up your teams in your saved squads for Blitz. I think that's what I'm using them for anyway, by and large. And I've run some teams on the bottom here that aren't necessarily bad characters. I mean, like, most of my power armor is here. Um, they're great characters, but I just don't have them powered up. And I put a few teams in here because I'm going to use them to manage my tier. Okay, so right now on tier 4, you can see there are 4 divisions underneath it. You can think of those as being like tiers 4.0 through 4.4, let's say, and we can move up and down them. So let me just give you an example. Right now we're going to battle with this power armor team, right? And unfortunately this takes forever to load, and I apologize, there's just nothing we can do about it. So what I want to show off is that we can go to the options menu and we can just pick that we want to quit the battle. So right from the start, we're not even going to do anything, bang. And what we get is a retreat or lose battle, right? So retreat is going to allow us to exit out of the battle. All of our characters are going to count as having been used, but we're going to stay on that 4.0 tier. If we lose the battle, we're actually, because we're on 4.0, we're going to drop down a whole tier down to 3.0. Okay, if we were on, let's say, 4.1, we would just drop down to 4.0. Okay, so let's go ahead and drop down to tier 3. The reason I'm dropping to tier 3 is that not all of these teams that I have are super effective, right? Some of them are still pretty underpowered. I don't have good equipment on the characters. I don't have good abilities, etc., etc. So I find that my lowest level teams are pretty effective on tier 3, and I can move up from there. You're going to want to fight on the highest tiers that you can comfortably fight on, because you get a better multiplier. If you can see here, that 3.25 multiplier I'm getting on tier 3. If I were on tier 4 or tier 5 or tier 6, I would be getting a higher multiplier. So let's go ahead and find an opponent. We're going to battle with my X-Men team. And again, it just takes forever to load. I should have something interesting to talk about here. I don't know. We lost our last war battle, which was kind of a bummer. But I think we're having a lot of fun as an alliance. I think we're getting into war, which I think is fun, and yeah, I don't know, it's cool. So I just do auto battle. That's another thing, like fighting on tier 3. It's nice because you can auto battle all of these battles, and this can be tedious. I don't want to, like, I don't know. It's kind of a bummer to sit here and play like blitz battle after blitz battle over and over. But I find, I don't know how many teams I have set up really that are effective in blitz, maybe 8 or 9. I can blast through this in probably less than a half hour or something like that. If I just do these battles on auto like this, it's not too bad. I really like the option to switch your teams with these forward and back arrows here. It saves a lot of times. You don't have to go into that menu there. So you can see we're now up to tier 3.1. I'm going to throw my aim team in here and just go ahead and go. So I think I mean, this is probably about as far as we need to go with this. I think you guys get what's going on here. I'm going to cycle through each of my teams. I'm going to fight a battle. We're probably going to win, and we're going to keep climbing up um, the tiers. You know, if your Blitz teams are really effective in Blitz and they're super strong, I mean, you might be able to, cycle through Blitz battles at a higher tier. You might be able to, like, I dropped from 4 to 3, and I'm going to basically play through tier 3 and through tier 4 into tier 5 with my teams. That's right. I think I have 9 teams, so I can basically do um, I can do two tiers plus one. So that's what I'm gonna fight because I know that my teams can handle that. And all I'm doing here is I'm getting extra points toward getting a higher rank in this blitz against other players. All right, I've cleared all of the milestones already, and we're just going to be getting, trying to get a higher. I mean, I actually don't really care about getting a higher place with Night Nurse right now. So I mean, I'll probably play this through, but the main benefit I think is that you definitely want to clear those milestones every time. And when there are characters that you really want, or just if you have the time, if you're bored or something, you can get in here and play Blitz. I was concerned because I was checking like stats on some people in my alliance, and I'm like, it doesn't look like people are playing Blitz a lot. So I mean, if you know this stuff and like you just aren't interested in playing Blitz that much, that's fine. That's your prerogative. But if you're not quite sure like what to do with Blitz, how to set up teams, how to manage climbing up and down the Blitz tiers, I hope that this video was helpful. I guess if you have questions or something, go ahead and put those in the comments and I'll try to answer them. I'm not saying I'm an expert. If you guys find that I'm giving bad advice or doing something wrong in this video, please go ahead and comment about that as well, and let me know what I need to fix. And yeah, I hope this was helpful, and hope you'll catch me again next time for more video game related videos. All right, take care, guys.